That was the longest 3 seconds I've ever heard.
Is there an intro?
No.
We're just straight
Intro.
recording.
Podcast 1. Let's go. Done.
We're in it. Let's do it.
We're in it.
We're in it.
This took like years of preparation.
It took so long. Dom tried twice by himself with other people. It failed both times.
It felt better one time. It was cool. It was cool.
You learn through your mistakes.
You learn through your mistakes.
So that means
We're gonna
this
be,
is gonna be really
here
good.
for the long run. We're here for the long
Two
run.
fails
right?
equal two negatives equal positive. If you think about it hard
Basic
enough.
math.
PEMDAS, dude. PEMDAS.
Basic math. though.
PEMDAS is really. I feel like I'm under a spotlight.
Okay, can we admire
All
how
right.
dope this setup is, though?
Oh, it's
This is
crazy.
amazing.
This looks
The,
really nice.
the
It
quality
costs
isn't the best it could for the
300?
camera.
Legit equipment.
300? $300?
Yeah, over. Yeah,
A little bit over,
was
but
worth it. It was
around
worth
there.
it.
worth it with every dime
Worth every dime.
that I've had to work painstakingly for.
With your
Not that
dumb,
bad. It's worth it.
job.
Okay. First topic, Chris.
Joe Biden.
Yes.
We want to talk about Joe Biden.
I mean, I don't really have an
There's-
opinion.
There's a lot. You don't have an opinion.
No, I don't.
According to Instagram posts, you're racist
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
privileged
Yeah.
because you don't have an
Sucks.
opinion.
That sucks.
Because
Do that, Charlie.
so that's a
Sorry.
big problem, Charlie. We have a big problem here. Yeah, no. Joe Biden is officially our president.
That still hasn't clicked with me.
No, I don't think it has with anybody. Can we admit he's dead now? Can we admit that he
Biden?
is
I haven't
dead?
seen him like anything.
Biden?
He's dead. He's dead. Did you see
He's on
right
the cusp.
before the
He's playing with death, dog. He's
he's right on the edge.
He's fiddling with it. He's close.
Dude.
One false move. It's over.
I'm not like
He wakes up on the wrong side of the bed
Oh, yeah.
one morning.
one wrong cough. He's out for the night.
Look, my biggest thing is I've been saying this. If Biden gets COVID and doesn't die,
It's a
COVID's
conspiracy.
fake. Like, for sure, COVID's fake, right?
Out
Like,
of all the people, like if he survived that,
100% it's fake. Like, if
probably-
Biden gets it and doesn't die, I'm an anti-masker, I guess, because
He probably has like 4 total white blood cells left. Like it's just like his whole squad of white blood cells.
yeah, bro.
Just fighting. They're probably ripped though.
and whatever the Democratic Party's giving him, what type of steroids.
Dude, they're pumping him up with something. I have no
Age
idea how
juice.
Dude, I don't know.
Speaking of Joe Biden, his daughter. I saw her TikTok
Oh yeah,
today.
yeah, I heard about that.
There's a
She's really attractive. I said,
TikTok.
Joe Biden's daughter
her
has
name,
a
Irene?
TikTok.
I don't know what her name is actually. Something Biden.
Oh,
Isaiah,
okay,
Jamie.
Yeah, pull it up.
Oh wait,
Can we
Jamie,
pull
yeah,
up?
Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah,
pull,
we
can
got-
Pull
we
up
Jamie
Biden's
here.
daughter's
we
name.
got Jamie here. Joe Rogan podcast. Listeners would understand the Jamie.
Any
I'm not.
podcast. Understand?
Ashley Biden.
I met a
I'm
Joe
gonna marry
Rogan
Ashley Biden.
podcast listener today at Shaw's, and we had he made my day. I
Really?
gotta say, yeah. There's something that Joe Rogan guests talk about where you have to have some sort of cognitive ability to sit down and enjoy a 4-hour podcast.
That's
and
Yeah.
and also listen to something that may contrary everybody ideas, even Joe Rogan's ideas. He has people on that challenges his ideas. So to be able to listen to that takes a type of human being, and I've never met a Joe Rogan fan that I don't have at least a good conversation with.
yeah.
It's interesting.
That's fair. I feel like I love that about Joe Rogan. Like he's so popular, but he can still say whatever he wants.
And
Yeah,
he's,
I just
he's
like-
surpassed. So you can't cancel Rogan.
Yeah, no,
No.
He's not dependent on any network or
He
anything.
doesn't care.
He's like he made that shit by
He's
himself.
already rich.
And he
do whatever he wants.
He has
whatever.
fuck you money, and he uses it so well. I mean, there are
Yeah,
a lot of fuck you money people who just blow it on cars and they end up broke in a
Yeah.
couple years.
yeah,
but
no.
you know,
smart.
he's buying podcasts.
'cause- Yeah.
He's buying a comedy club right now, as he talks about.
I think
it in
that's
his
so
things.
cool.
He's
Well-
like investing into the media.
He
He's making
is.
it so
Yeah.
we're not dependent on Hollywood or any of that shit.
Yeah,
That's
I
so-
know.
Like podcasting is so dope.
So
Oh,
People just
yeah.
started from.
He-
It's yours. It's like your ownership.
How many episodes does he have?
he has
At least
1500,
1,500, right? Somewhere around
yeah,
there.
it's 1,500 at least.
Crazy
I think it's like
insane.
1,700 right now.
That's insane.
It's over 10 years. Can you believe that?
That's like a
Over 10
It's
years.
a timeline of podcasts.
That
And
is.
He's had so many different types of people. Like, it's insane. He's had like Charlemagne. He's had Elon Musk, obviously.
Elon Musk has been on a couple of times. Speaking of which, apparently the guy that I was talking to at Shaw's, he said that he was watching an Elon Musk spaceship take off today. I don't know how that went.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't hear about
I
that.
But
didn't even- I didn't even
apparently
know
Elon Musk is shooting spaceship dick into the
Space
sky.
dicks.
Oh,
Space
that's
dicks.
sick. That's
Space
awesome.
dicks.
He's just
He's shooting them up
He's just
there.
like that. He really is like that.
Doesn't
that's
give a
fucking-
fuck.
dude.
He doesn't give
He's
a
a real life
fuck.
Bruce Wayne, dude.
Yeah,
In
he
real life,
is.
he uses his money for cool shit.
But way cooler.
Oh my god.
Really
The fact
cool
that he
shit.
does meme shit, that is fucking
it
hilarious.
literally like the price of his car is like, it's like $69,420. Like, it spells out something too. Like, that's so awesome. Like, nobody else can do that.
No one else
No.
would. No one else has the balls.
Yeah, no one else would.
There's takes a complex, weird type of person to think that's smart, I think. And, like, when you think that's smart, I think that you might look at social norms as stupid.
That's definitely what he looks like. Yeah, I see
Like,
that.
when you're that smart, you have to look at, like, these fucking dumb
Yeah.
other humans.
He must not even think about
Yeah,
that.
he looks at people differently.
He has
Definitely.
to.
He looks like it's like he's more evolved, you know.
Yeah.
100%.
The way he looks at people.
Yeah, he
sees
talks
them
kind of
as,
like that. He talks like he's definitely
Yeah.
some.
That's insane. I can't.
Isn't-
We're not to that. We're like
No.
we're the people he's talking about.
Yes, we're the people
We're
he's
the
looking
very-
down on with his menacing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's so cool. Like, when he just like released like booty shorts on his website, just booty shorts, like
Dude.
in one color.
Hats,
I-
flamethrowers.
I remember in middle school.
tunnels and shit. Was he?
Flamethrowers,
Dude,
I remember in middle school, right? I like didn't really know anything. You're a dumb fuck in middle school.
yes.
And I just heard about this guy selling flamethrowers
So sick.
for no other reason than just because he wanted
Yeah.
to.
Because it's
Awesome.
cool.
And he also told people not to buy the flamethrowers. I mean, that's
Yeah. I mean, like, lawsuit? No, I just told people not to buy it. It's that simple. Case solved. Like, what?
it,
So-
he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I mentioned Charlemagne earlier.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne's so
He's so
Chris.
fun.
You know about Charlemagne?
Who the hell raped your sister?
He said that to Logic in an interview. Like, I'm pretty sure that was like a live like radio.
Yeah, no.
interview.
You see him like sniff J Lo's seat. And stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
he's a menace to society. Is what it's his nickname at this
He's
point.
very interesting.
It's so funny. Like, what goes on? What do you think he does? Like, he gets home, sits down. What does he do?
What does he do?
Nothing good.
I don't know.
Nothing good happens when he gets home. It's probably weird.
Sure.
What if he's really normal and he's just all an act? It doesn't seem like it.
I think about that. If
Yeah.
some celebrities
100%, yeah.
are just doing
Yeah,
that.
when you hear like Hunter S. C. Thompson, you guys know about
Who's
Hunter
that?
S. C.
No.
Thompson? He's the author, and he was known as being a big drinker. He was through the 70s hippie movement, and he was known as being a big drinker, whatnot. And someone tracked his daily routine of drugs. Okay?
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Ounces
like
of
crazy.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Belfort type
The
shit.
ounces of weed. He
Yeah.
did acid daily. He
Daily?
He did acid every single day. And then snorted cocaine every single day until he died. I mean, if there's anyone to break the social or the school story of drugs,
Yeah.
it's Hunter S. C. Thompson.
That
That
is
man-
so cool, though.
Nice.
That
He's
man
still
that
alive
he
today.
lived to 71. Now, he had
71?
big problems at the end of his life.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
like,
But
of
still.
course. But, I mean, the fact that he lived that long,
past the life expectancy, too.
Some people are just built different.
Whatever.
some people
Yeah,
are
like
built
that guy.
different.
Maybe all of that stuff just built up his immune system
I don't know, dude.
to another level. What do you think? What did he die from? Just like random
He shot himself
everything?
in the head.
Oh,
He didn't even
killed
die.
himself. He didn't even die from the fucking
He's
thing.
like,
He
I'm
killed
done
himself.
with this, dude. I've tried too many times.
After
did it
hearing
all.
the Hunter S. C. Thompson, it's over. I'm done.
That's crazy, though.
Well,
That's
you
sick.
hear a story like that, and you take a look at your own life, and you're like, I'm not nearly as bad as this motherfucker. Not nearly as bad. And I'm being told that I'm like the most unhealthy person. And this guy lived to 71.
And you're like 17. Yeah. I still haven't processed that I'm 17, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't feel
no.
It's really weird.
I still feel like I'm
Next
3.
year,
I'm
you
13. Right
Next year.
now, I'm 13 recording things. I'm still in middle school.
Right?
like we can legally like buy cigarettes next year.
I every time I'm in the car with you guys, it's like such a trip. It's like
Yeah.
weird.
It's
I don't feel
yeah.
comfortable. I still see you as like that middle school, walking to 7-Eleven and shit. What's up?
I think about it. If I'm somewhere that I just drove here to.
Yeah. Wait, you got your license?
No, I just drive. Oh.
Oh.
I just like driving.
Yeah.
Still, like just driving. And
Me and Chris still can't drive people though.
Legally. We still can't drive people legally.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't.
But yeah,
Oh.
we.
No, I definitely fucking have. I'm not
Oh.
lying. Here's the problem. Here's
Yes.
the problem.
Okay.
Is
Go
that
in.
everybody drives people at 16. There's not one person
Yeah.
that listens to the rule of not driving people for 6 months.
Yeah.
The
I do.
Okay. And
Yeah.
the
Just to be
6
safe.
months
I
rule
don't
is
drive.
so
Dom doesn't drive.
insane. The problem is that they use these studies to pass this law, which was teenagers are more distracted when they're driving with teens. And
It's very true.
that's true to an extent, but that's not after the law.
Yeah.
What is going on now, at least with me, is that when I drive people, I drive 10 times more safer. I don't go over the speed limit at
Yeah.
all. There's practically nothing I make sure that you can pull me over for.
Yeah. Honestly.
And then
I've noticed that.
And then when you're alone and you don't have those consequences
Speeding.
of literally getting your license taken away.
Yeah.
Literally
You'll risk it.
Even though you still
risking
can.
more.
Yeah.
When you drive alone, then you drive more riskily. I know several people who have told me that they drive more dangerously when they are alone.
That makes sense because you only got your life in the hands.
You only got your life and your license.
Yeah.
your license.
And
It's more about the
people
license,
get
that's
into
it.
this habit
I
of
don't-
driving more recklessly
Yeah.
when they're alone. I know people that did this when they were 16, when they just got their license, and their first 6 months they get used to driving recklessly alone, and they drive safe with others. And those habits just continue when they're 20, when they're 18, when they're 19. And it's like they haven't reviewed these studies, and there are no studies on this. But just to my knowledge alone, looking around with my eyes and my ears, you can tell that people drive more recklessly now alone because there's less consequences for being pulled over
Yeah.
alone than there are with people.
I mean, you got to think about that too. Like, what if there wasn't a law in place? Like, what if it was legal for us to drive other people? Like, do you think we'd be driving? Like, do you think people would drive so much more recklessly?
Yes,
with
100%.
people in the car.
100%.
Yeah. So I feel like that law is good, but not in the way they meant it to be.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Do you-
true.
Do you think that they did that on purpose?
No,
No?
not at all.
It's not like a
No,
reverse
they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
no,
psychology.
I think they genuinely expected for people to
Because
follow up.
they're not thinking.
Well, either
like,
way, I think it's worked out.
I
It's
mean-
worked out in a different way, though.
kind of.
It kind
They're
of
not
has, it
thinking
kind
about.
of hasn't.
They're not thinking about like, oh,
I don't know. I feel like the police have like.
Oh, he's
other
gonna
things
speed
to
by
worry
himself.
about right now.
Like, I mean,
listening.
how you drive
Well, that's
alone more, right? You drive alone more than you do with friends.
Mm-hmm.
At least I do.
yeah.
So you drive more recklessly.
I
Now I
only
don't
drive
drive.
alone.
Now when
Yeah.
I say this, I'm not driving like insane, but I go 5 miles over the speed limit when I'm alone.
Yeah.
5-10 miles. I don't do that when I'm with friends in the car.
Yeah.
I don't do that. That's just not something I do.
I feel like if I was driving people, I would just literally there would be no. I would like check my lights, check my like tail lights, see if they're both on, like my windshield wipers, see if they're good. If I was like had other people in my car, but like I don't have to worry about it. But like I feel like just in the small chance that I could get pulled over, like it just people would be so cautious about every single move, and I've noticed that
You can't pull them over.
Yeah, you can't legally.
You can't. I mean, there's
You can't suspect.
when these kids are given the consequences of literally getting their license taken away, which already in Massachusetts, this process to getting your license is insane.
So annoying.
It's so annoying. And when you get your license, you can still be a bad driver. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of
yes.
bullshit work with getting your driver's license in Massachusetts. There's a lot of sitting in classes, them telling
Yep.
you not to drink and drive. There's a lot of there are in-person class like driving instructions, but those aren't necessarily real driving.
I fully agree.
Don't go on the highway in those at all.
Way too much paperwork. You shouldn't be sitting down, not in a car. There should be you should take the permit test, maybe study if you want. And if you pass, you get your permit, you drive. You don't have to study for anything. You just drive, and then you take the test. You shouldn't have to take driver's ed. You shouldn't have to. You just know the basic laws.
And driver's ed is such a waste of money. It's so expensive. It's
How much
such
is
a.
it?
It's like $700.
It's a stupid amount of money.
yes.
How? I mean, you talk about it being a free country. Some people can't afford $700 to get their license in Massachusetts.
And that's not even And also think about this.
We're not that free of a country, really. It's like we're a democracy.
comparatively.
We're a different type of democracy.
Compared to countries in South America, Africa,
Oh, no,
we are
absolutely,
very free.
but I feel like we have a false perception of how free we really are in this country.
Yeah,
there definitely
but
is a lot of that.
and they
I mean, the
use-
marijuana laws are just outstanding to that.
I don't know, man. Look, I think the American government is a little too secretive about things.
yeah,
100%. Snowden's a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why I was against Biden, by the way. I was close to becoming a MAGA supporter. I didn't end up being a MAGA supporter, but obviously. But
I'm neither.
I was close to being one when Edward Snowden is he's a person that worked for the CIA, and he released information of how the CIA was illegally spying on the United States government, and he was going to be charged under the Espionage Act and was, and he is currently hiding in Russia. This problem that he brought up, that he released to the press, was taken to court. In court, they decided what the CIA was doing to the United States citizens was illegal and unconstitutional. And even though that it was considered illegal to what the CIA was doing, Edward Snowden was still charged under the Espionage Act and is still in hiding somewhere in Russia.
When did that happen?
This was 2014. This was during the Obama administration. Yeah,
What movie?
there's a movie about it. Yeah, there's a movie about Snowden. He's been on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple times.
He was in.
He was in hiding. Yeah, he was in hiding. This is how badass Edward Snowden is, everybody. Look, he was in hiding in fucking Russia and still appeared on a fucking podcast.
So cool.
Rogan's podcast?
Yes, he appeared on Rogan's
pretty
podcast.
the biggest podcast.
The biggest podcast. He's hiding from the United States government. How
That's so sick.
big is this guy's dick? Honestly, how big is his fucking dick? He is
Average.
the definition of an American hero.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's cool. That is sick.
And I
That's sick.
thought Trump was going to pardon him.
Mm-hmm.
And if Trump pardoned Edward Snowden, who is in my eyes an American hero, I would have won full MAGA. Full fucking MAGA. I would have loved Trump. I really would have. Like, people would have been like, he's racist. I'm like, you're right, but like...
Okay, dude, I'm not that into politics. But
I'm not in politics.
Look, I can't help myself but to kind of like Trump when he's talking. He's very entertaining.
He's so
He's like a
hypnotic.
performer,
It's
dude.
fun
He's
to
so
listen to.
So
He's
hypnotic.
Look, I'm not, dude. I don't want people to think I'm like supporting him or anything. I'm just saying he's like, if I were to hang out with either Biden or Trump,
You're smoking a joint with Trump. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, well, hold on.
If
Is
someone
Biden's
was like,
grand-
who
is
are
Bi-
you
is-
smoking a joint with, Biden or Trump? Who the fuck you
Hold on.
lighting the joint with?
Who is Biden's granddaughter there?
Yo, okay, that's
That
the
is a
only
decided
exception,
fact.
all right?
I made the wrong fact check. His
JV,
daughter
dude.
is named Ashley. His granddaughter's named Natalie.
Natalie.
Okay.
Natalie. That's
Well,
way
who's the
hotter.
one with the
than me.
TikTok? Who's
Way
the one with the
hotter.
TikTok?
Very-
Natalie. It's Natalie.
Natalie. So his granddaughter's the hot one.
Yes, dude. I got you. Everybody.
I got.
I'm looking it up.
I'm not into politics or
Oh
whatever.
wait. I was about
Or
to say
like,
something. My bad.
are you pulling up her thing?
I am.
Okay.
Good. You need to.
Okay, what I was gonna say. Hold on, let me say something. So, it's about
Yeah.
like driving. So, if you're driving, and say there's someone that knows every single law
Okay.
just about the roads, but is a terrible physical driver, and then compare that to someone who knows like just the basic laws and is a really good driver. Like the person that's the really good driver is definitely gonna not get in an accident because they
that's
know how to
true.
drive, but
I-
they know
I
how to
don't-
handle a car.
I don't
That's true.
drive, but I've noticed that I feel like that if there's like a confidence thing, like when you're out there, but if you
Yeah.
have confidence behind the wheel,
Yeah. No, there's a definite.
I feel more comfortable with someone who's like in like they know what they're doing,
Yeah.
like they're confident while they're driving, than someone who's like nervous and
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's
you're
a
not
weird
just driving
thing
for
where
yourself,
it's
you're
like,
driving for other people as well.
confidence helps in a lot of ways, and driving is one of the weirdest, right?
Yeah.
Because you would think that confidence has nothing to do with driving.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're taking those left turns, when you're taking those turns at the intersection and shit like that, 100%.
This is Natalie Biden.
Natalie. Okay.
This is kind of a weird video. This is the only one
How-
on her account.
how old
She
is the
deleted
only
them.
one?
She deleted them all for some reason. I followed her earlier actually.
Yeah.
She's a good-looking young lady.
She's related to
Yeah,
Biden.
young lady.
How old is she?
16.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So
your
we can
age.
talk.
I'm 17, but it's not
We can
weird.
talk
I'm
shit,
6
right?
I'm
Yeah.
not even a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk shit.
Yeah. Natalie.
Have you
Biden.
thought about this, boys? We're
What?
17. Next year, we can be considered
Yeah.
pedophiles.
Oh, that sucks. Whole life's gonna be ruined.
Yeah, dude. That's very true. I get it though.
I'm still mentally.
No, I
13.
100% get it. It
No,
should be
but
that way.
It should be
Think
that
about
way,
you
but I'm
and-
still mentally 13 and 7.
Yeah.
in a way, yes, yeah.
It feels weird to say that though.
I think all the ways that I am mature is not. It's because I was like forced into that position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But I have like the mindset. I'm mature as in I have these responsibilities that is work. But I feel like a 13-year-old at work.
Oh, I feel like I want to
Yeah.
be 13. The way I felt when I was 13, nothing mattered. Like
It's because
like
what
college was
mattered-
like 100 years away.
that's like not 100 years away anymore.
Yeah, it's like
though.
2
Should
days.
we tell people what
Jesus Christ.
our plan is?
I mean, our plan could change at any moment. But
I don't think so.
For
not
now,
for me.
well, I think
we got
basically the constant of our plan is we're going somewhere.
Texas. We're going somewhere.
We're,
We're
going,
going
somewhere
Texas.
and we're doing
The
something.
constant is we're going somewhere
now
to
it's
do
Texas,
fun
it could
things
change, it could go to
and
New
the.
York.
We're going to
whatever.
Texas. We're going to Texas.
We're doing something. Yeah, we're
So
going.
it's looking like
so
Texas,
We're
but it might change.
going. No, stop. We're going to Texas.
Might change.
Number one. All three of us have agreed we're going to Texas. We don't agree on the city yet. We're deciding between.
I don't even know
Dude, we
what.
got
Houston?
so much time.
Yeah, we have a lot of time.
We have so much time.
We should not say that though, because I say that for
it
everything
out.
I do in my life.
We have so much time. It's the day before.
Chris,
or
do you
something.
have like procrastination issues? Because I know me and Charlie have like
So bad.
hardcore
Dude,
So bad.
dude,
putting everything to the
Dude.
next day type shit.
dude? There were times in, dude. I have ADHD too.
Yes.
I have
diagnosed.
ADD.
My biggest procrastination
don't-
thing is definitely porn. 100%. 100%. 100%. There have been
I'm so bored
times.
right now. I'm just pulling up a video.
Pull up a video porn. That's exactly. No, you're exactly right. That's exactly how it goes.
just doing homework.
Just doing homework and
In
you just
school.
get bored. What is better than school? Well, it's obviously porn.
No, I feel that.
And obviously, like when you're
no,
doing.
no, wait, let me.
You
It's like I don't know. When I'm at home, I have this thing. I can do school at like in school because it's like you're forced to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have those. When I'm at home, it's like I can't.
My brain's
If
like,
I don't-
why would I do it?
Yeah, it's like I could be
There's
doing
so
this.
much more I
I
could
could be
do.
doing this, but I could also be like just doing something that
It's fun.
I can't like do it.
It's so.
It's-
It's not even like I'm lazy. It's just in my brain chemically it doesn't work.
It was
like, dog,
weird.
what are
It
you
was
doing?
weird.
Yeah.
Always.
do something more fun. This is boring.
yeah, it's not me. It's someone else in there.
Yeah, bro.
It-
It's not me.
It was weird always being called lazy until I got a job. Because
Yeah,
like when it
I-
comes to
yeah.
having a job, there's
Yeah,
no
but-
problem with me being lazy. I'm on time.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
same.
on
It's
schedule.
It's because you care about it. We want the money.
We want the
Yeah.
money.
I work
There's
really
there's
hard.
initiative.
School, I don't know. I don't think
There's-
I'm going to
I don't-
college, dude.
I don't care.
I don't care. Like, what are we learning
I-
about? Nothing that we're learning about. Why are we?
the school system has failed me multiple times is also the reason. So I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
I was born there, and the school system there is dog shit. There's no better word for it. There's no other description other than dog shit. And they didn't really know I had dyslexia in second grade. So first grade.
Did they have to like figure it out?
Yeah, I didn't find out what to do with my dyslexia until I came to Massachusetts. So they sensed that I had some sort of. The thing that really threw them off was my reading comprehension was really good. So I could comprehend things really well. If something was read to me verbally, I could understand it really well. I couldn't read for dog shit though. Mm-hmm. Like it was very hard for me to get the words out of my mouth and to like then understand them. But if something was read verbally to me, I got it.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that really fucked them up, was because they were like, what the fuck is this kid? And so from like the first grade to the fourth, when I was in Erie, I didn't learn absolutely anything about the English class. Nothing. Not a zip.
You didn't know English till you came to Massachusetts?
Pretty much.
Yo,
Pretty
what
much.
are you speaking?
Speaking dyslexic, dude. Your parents know dyslexic then? They speak it?
Probably.
I don't know, dude. They spell their names with K's and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Oh,
Right?
dude.
It runs in the family.
They're fluent in dyslexic.
Fluent.
That's like it's like, have you ever seen like a Russian cursive?
Yeah.
That's it's the same thing over and over again. Like actually the difference is like it doesn't make sense. Let's not get into that. It doesn't make sense. That's fake. Russians aren't real.
So and the thing is, so for the school system,
The Russians aren't real.
No, we're not getting into that today.
but anyway, for the school system,
Yeah.
it didn't work for me
Mm-hmm.
either to keep my initiative going and to have a goal set when it literally failed me for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I literally did not learn anything, and then they're like, no, you're good, you're in the right place now. It's like, the fuck you're talking about? You were saying the same shit when you were failing me. Like when you were failing me, you were saying that you were doing good, and now that you claim that you're doing good, I'm just supposed to believe you? It's a very odd place, and I think that it comes down to my biggest problem with the government is accountability. I mean, really.
I don't know enough about the government, but elaborate.
I was going to say, like, just look at the election, right?
Oh, yeah.
We had the biggest election ever, and it was 5 days of counting.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
We should have digital voting. Number one, obviously. You should just be able to fucking vote on your phone. Number two, I'm not legally allowed to vote, so I shouldn't even be talking. But I should be allowed to vote, and here the fuck is why. The United States president paid in taxes this year $750 in taxes this year. This is on record.
700. What? That's it?
Yeah.
$750.
Yeah.
Less than a grand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The president.
The United States
The
president.
The billionaire president.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, what?
I heard about that.
Yeah. No.
How does that work?
Well, so it's kind of
he's
like
supposed
what
to pay a lot
Amazon
more,
does.
right?
What?
He's supposed to pay a lot more.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Hey,
But
Rich.
here's the problem. Here's how Amazon operates. Listen to me.
Yeah.
This is how Amazon operates. So you know when you go to Amazon and some of their products
Dude.
are
Jamie.
Did you just get Janie?
Refill.
It's
Jamie.
Jamie.
I said Jamie.
Janie?
Refill.
Your mom's name, literally?
Hey, bro.
so
It's actually your mom's
That is
name.
my mom.
hold on,
Not
hold
a
on.
joke.
So
Any liquid. Give me a beverage.
Why are your eyes so wide open?
This man.
right now,
What are we talking about?
3,
Dude, I'm
2,
back in.
I'm
I'm
back.
in.
I'm back right
I'm
now.
back in.
Sorry about that,
We're back.
people.
Technical difficulties.
Some things
Technical
were-
difficulties.
Jamie was.
we had a
He messed it up.
Jamie fucking issue over
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
With our fucking sidekick.
He's supposed to
over
be the one that fixes the difficulties.
And he's making the difficulties.
He's making
causing
the
the
fucking
difference.
difficulties over here. Do you know
That
people?
was
Right.
that was
You know what my
school
fucking
system.
worst pet peeve is about podcasts is when there's editing. And now I had to
Yeah.
go back and I'm gonna have to fucking edit something out, and
Yeah.
you fucking ruined the flow of the fucking thing.
Look at it. We're not gonna make money off this now. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we
go
were
nowhere.
gonna make
We're-
2 mil.
People are gonna
easily.
dislike our video. If you're
It's
listening
over.
to this right now, dislike the video.
No, don't dislike the video.
Dislike it now. Don't listen to him.
Isaiah, I'm gonna.
What was I talking about? I was
his
talking
fault.
about this. I was talking about.
Dude, if we're not famous, it's Isaiah's fault.
Yeah.
That's the only.
If we fail in
if I
life,
don't
it's
make
Isaiah's
it,
fault.
it's
It's that
because of
simple. We
Isaiah.
could just blame it on him. Game
Thank
over.
God.
Done.
What are we
I
talking
really
about?
needed a blame
What are we-
scenario.
Yeah,
if I
honestly.
failed.
How's everyone's week been?
My week's been.
It's been sucky.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna
Mm.
talk about this with porn in school too.
So porn, cool.
So I was
Porn,
gonna
great
say
porn,
this
porn. I
is
like
that shut up. Is that part of the problem with part of the
Can we not?
No, we're putting that in. We're putting that in, and we're putting
putting
this
that in,
into right
putting
now.
that in. This is all in.
Yep, this is all in.
Part of
We're
the
all in.
problem with school is that I have I get real depressed when I do schoolwork.
Yeah.
Like there's a
Oh, me
real
too.
big problem with me just like what the fuck am I doing with my life? Where am I at? Why am I doing this?
Because it's so hard.
It's so hard. It doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
There's
that's
not
what-
a
that's what it is.
reason
It
for
doesn't make
me
sense.
learning it. So I don't trust the people who are assigning the work. So I'm given this, and it's like I'm depressed. Where's the fastest way to get dopamine?
Yeah.
Porn.
That's a good point.
Porn. 100%.
That's sad.
And like
Like, not to
it-
say that it's sad
it's
that
like-
you do that. It's just that the way that actually
set
is.
up-
That's the way.
the way it's set up is that people wonder why there's so many pornography addictions right today.
It's
like,
so
Also-
easy to access.
Also,
and it's bad.
it's weird here in America because, like, I think nudity and just like sexualization, all that is very censored, very
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
because we come from that pilgrim.
it's
you know,
weird.
killing witches and shit.
There was like the 70s.
Well, I mean, there's a movement in America literally
it's
called
like-
Free the Nipple.
It's a cool
Yes.
movement. I'm down for it.
I mean,
Dog,
if you're
yeah.
a guy,
You do
you're
you,
not
I'm down.
down for that movement.
I'm
You're
all
gay?
for it. Hashtag free the.
dude, I'm all for that. And women empowerment all over the world.
Empower.
Mhm.
Yep. If I saw
Show
a
your
woman,
titties,
a woman,
ladies.
a woman. If I saw a woman,
Show 'em.
yep. If
I
I saw it,
support
I'd be
it.
like, damn, that's a powerful woman right there. It's independent,
Brave.
Independent.
Brave.
Show 'em your
but
tits.
hot, probably. Hopefully, we can.
Hopefully. That's part of the problem.
Oh, Jamie.
Jamie, put your
Jamie's doing
fucking
exam.
shirt down, Jamie. You fucking loser.
Jamie.
Jamie's fucked up. No, he's a fucked up guy.
A fucked up guy over here. Fucked up guy.
Dude,
Being racist.
dude.
Wait, what?
Can we watch the Queen's Gambit later?
Why the fuck are we talking about
Have you guys
this now?
seen? No, shut up.
This is so boring.
Have anyone seen Queen's Gambit?
No.
No.
It's really good. We should watch it. We should watch it tonight.
What it's about. You gotta give a rundown
Okay,
for it. We're
okay,
recording something. This isn't a fucking...
Let's watch Queen's Gambit.
Let's watch
No, 'cause
Queen's
I've
Gambit.
been really into it this week.
Okay.
You have a
What
raging
the fuck is it
love
about? Who's
for
it
this-
directed by? You know anything about it?
It's about little bitch good at chess. She's really good at chess.
Sounds good. I'm down. I'm sold.
I'm down.
She's really good at chess,
100%.
but it's like she makes chess look really.
My
dope
favorite
in the
type of
show.
porno is bitches that are
Jesus,
good at
why do we
chess.
keep going back to porn?
Oh, it's a funny joke.
It says a lot about society. Chris, what type of porn do you watch?
God,
Oh
God,
my
why?
God.
I don't know.
Why are we getting into this?
Yeah, why?
Okay, that's not.
I mean,
no,
obviously, Stepsister is always up
Well,
there.
that's a classic. But let's get off the
Classic.
topic.
I'm okay with talking about porn.
I am, but we've already talked about it a lot. And I
Why
feel
not?
like it's weird. We're gonna scare.
What have we talked
It's
about?
the first episode, guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
a movie that I want to watch is called Waves. You know A24?
A24. Anytime
It's my favorite.
you see that
They made like
Yeah.
Hereditary.
dope movies, really good movies.
And I want to
good
watch
movies.
it because the Frank Ocean was in the trailer. So, well,
Yeah.
not him.
The music,
like the
the
music.
song, the song.
Frank
I've-
Ocean.
some of the Christopher Nolan's opening studios. He has really good studios.
What name? What's like a big Christopher Nolan movie that I've probably seen?
Inception.
The Dark Knight.
I've seen
Remember the Dark
Oh
Knight?
yeah,
where
The
it
Dark
was that-
Knight's like the best movie.
What else did he make?
Not the best movie.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. The bigger movies are the Dark Knight series, Inception,
He's making
Interstellar.
Tenet.
Interstellar. I really want to watch Interstellar.
Did we watch
Tenet.
Tenet yet?
Oh,
I
Tenet.
didn't see Tenet yet.
Tenet. I haven't seen it. I want to watch.
I wanna watch it
Can we-
really
we're watching
badly.
Tenet tonight.
Dude, I
Wh-
really.
I don't care about. I don't care about chess anymore.
What
Okay,
if-
we're watching Tenet with Travis Scott.
No, dude, it's really good.
One of the weird
You can watch
things
it
is
later
about
if you want
Tenet
to.
is that if you look at all Christopher Nolan's main protagonists, is that they're all white Caucasian men with suits on, and it's a different look of the main protagonist.
White Caucasian men.
It's a white. Literally, if you look at any Christopher Nolan movie other than Tenet.
Oh, I thought you meant like movies in general.
No. What? No, I'm talking about
like,
Christopher
I was like,
Nolan.
that's pretty
movies.
common.
No. They
actually
all
really
look like
common.
Christopher Nolan, is what I'm saying. Is the
Really?
main
The
protagonist always looks like Christopher Nolan.
Well, I
Oh,
can
that's
get that. If you're
weird.
directing it, the story's like you
Yeah,
see
no.
yourself as the main character when you're writing that story.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
weird.
That is true.
What's George Lucas's main character in Star Wars?
Luke
Yoda.
Skywalker, George Lucas,
Yeah.
Luke,
Anakin Lucas Walker.
Anakin, George Luke Skywalker.
Anakin
The
George
fuck are you
Lucas made this
talking
movie.
about? You wandered it off on a path.
I don't know, dude.
No one followed.
George Lucas.
Why'd you say it like that? What?
No,
He sounded like
George
Chris
Lucas,
before
Luke
Massachusetts.
Skywalker? Yeah,
That's how we talk. I like the prequel movies,
what prequel movies?
the Star Wars
The
prequel.
Star Wars.
The whole
movies.
Star Wars series is just one in my head. I don't know the order. Like it's just one like series. I mean that's what it is.
I know.
But
I know the difference. My favorite are the first two.
I really like.
Yeah, the new ones are just
Oh, those are.
Disney like
I haven't
products.
seen the last one.
It's bad. It's
Good.
bad. Yeah, the Emperor comes back. Spoiler alert.
Can we watch that? Because I haven't seen that.
Why have you not?
What?
I don't want to watch that
Alright.
fucking shitty
What?
movie.
What movie? The new Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, new Star
Definitely
Wars
not
is
gonna watch it.
shit.
We're watching Tenet.
Alright,
No,
watch
we're
this.
not watching
We should
Snowden.
do a raffle and like see what we win.
That's so stupid.
A raffle.
A raffle.
You know what a raffle is? It's not what a raffle.
Not a raffle.
You win the movie.
God.
It's yours. A raffle.
Rights to
Wait, a raffle? Have you never
I
done
don't know. Wait, not a raffle. What is it? What's the thing?
Like put names in it.
Just
names
names
in a
in a
hat?
hat. Pick a hat. Name. Pick a name out of a hat.
Pick a hat. Chris has a hat. You have a hat.
I have a
I
hat.
am wearing a hat.
Yeah.
I've been
The
really
Boston
into
hat,
hats
classic.
lately.
Classic Boston hat.
Where'd you get that?
Wicked.
I bought it in Boston.
I was kidding.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was cheap. It was just this random guy selling it. It's one of my favorite
Oh,
hats now.
those guys. Those guys
Those
that
guys
sell
are
like
the best.
wieners at like stands. Dude, hot dog stands. What do you mean? Why?
Dude,
Yeah,
I haven't had a hot dog in a minute.
I don't like hot dogs.
Actually, I do.
They're pretty good.
They're good.
They're good like if it's like the right setting, like 4th of July.
Oh,
off the grill.
hot dog. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll take like 2 bites in it, and after that, it tastes disgusting. But like the first 2 bites are really good.
But when else do you eat
Yeah.
hot dogs? Do people eat that like for?
I've never like. Actually, I have. I remember I went through like a phase when I was little
Yeah.
where I just always had hot dogs in my house, and I would just put it in the microwave and just eat it just eat it like a cheese stick. I was sick. It was
Dude,
awesome.
You know how
It was awesome.
You know how you put marshmallows
I was
in the
young.
fire? You know how you like you roast marshmallows?
Yeah.
As a kid, I didn't like marshmallows, so I used to put cheese sticks. So I used to.
Wouldn't it just melt?
What?
No, but it would be like nice.
Comes
and
out like a
warm and
mozzarella
melty.
stick?
It would
Yeah.
cheese, chocolate, and
No.
No, just the cheese, dog. What? Just the cheese.
you said you didn't.
No, I didn't like marshmallows. I eat the cheese.
So I would.
I'd put like a little string cheese and I cook it.
No.
It was good. Actually, it was really good. Actually,
Why'd you
This
stop
is a
doing
Dominic
it?
thing.
I like cheese. I do, bro. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good, but it's
Crackers and stuff.
yeah. But I'm not gonna put cheese on a stick
dude, that
and
was
roast
weird.
it on a
That was-
fire.
I ate weird things as a kid.
I did too. Very weird. I went through a beans phase. Yeah.
Was it
What up?
beans
Swear
phase?
to God. When I was like 10, no, I'm so serious. When I was like 10, every night I'd crack open a can of beans. Just pour it on. It took like 5 minutes. I would eat so many. So many. That's probably why I gained so much weight when I was younger.
Oh, dude. Oh my
I
god.
ate so many beans.
Yeah.
Just plain beans, dude. Nothing else. I don't know what I was on. Beans. I was on beans. It's crazy. Oh my God, they were so good.
What
Though.
type of beans?
What did they?
Any type of beans. Any beans I could get my hands on.
Like green beans?
Not green beans. Green beans are good though. Jamie, oh my God, shut up.
Yeah. Who the fuck let Jamie talk over here?
I don't know, dude. Shut up, Jamie.
Shut the fuck up.
You don't have a mic for a reason.
Dude, I'm hungry.
I could go for some beans right now, bro.
You got some
beans and cheese. Sounds good.
That sounds so.
Sweet.
No,
Chili cheese hot dog.
British people eat beans for breakfast. That's so weird.
Yeah, they do. I would do that. That's normal to me.
Do you guys eat breakfast?
It
It depends on the day. Right?
Not school days.
Yeah.
Like if I wake up on the weekends,
Depends
I'll
if
wake
I'm
up at
hungover.
like basically lunchtime and make breakfast.
What's like the
Breakfast.
best breakfast
Foods.
meal for you?
For me, like are we talking like
Just like if you had a plate and like
anything
if you could eat one thing for breakfast every day.
every day? Definitely eggs.
That's true. Eggs are
Very
good.
versatile
Eggs are
and
solid.
eggs.
they're healthy.
Dude, eggs.
Fried,
Yeah.
scrambled?
Fried, 100% fried. Every
Fried.
once in a while, I'll scramble some. Usually fried. I'm a master at fried eggs.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing right now. I'm always into some type of food, and it's definitely eggs. right
Over Corona, I
Oh.
I did this thing where I had to master every type of egg. So deviled eggs,
now. You made deviled eggs.
fried eggs,
What?
scrambled eggs.
You made deviled eggs?
Yeah,
No, you didn't.
I've made deviled eggs.
Over quarantine?
Yeah, dude, that was like
Mate,
my thing.
How many?
I made it. I did deviled eggs
How many times?
once.
You mastered it after the first time?
No, but like
Yeah, it
I
was just so perfect. Literally,
It
like
takes one
gold.
bite. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, no,
done.
we're done.
not master. But I didn't know how to make those, so I was just in like in an egg
Those
thing
are
where every day I
Those
eat
are
a
just
different
the
type
tedious.
of egg.
Those are so tedious to make.
They're good though.
They're really good. Yeah.
During Thanksgiving,
One time-
The ingredients sound gross though. Mashed up egg yolks, mayonnaise, and mustard. That is that sounds
Yeah, that's
disgusting.
true. That is true.
But it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. You mash up egg yolks, like when you hard boil an egg, you know, it's like the hard egg yolk. You mash that up with like a bunch of it up with like mustard, mayonnaise, and like some spices. I'm right in saying that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It tastes good. It tastes good though. I like all type of eggs.
Eggs are good.
Like the fried eggs they have in like authentic ramen, where it's like a hard boiled egg, but like the inside's runny somehow.
That ramen we got in Ithaca.
Oh my
was
god! Don't even get me
really
started.
good.
So good.
Oh my god.
This is life changing ramen.
How was quarantine for everyone? I mean, we're technically still in
Quarantine?
it, but it's not like.
It's getting worse now.
Yeah, but it's like.
In
I'm okay.
Massachusetts,
If we go full remote, I'm
should
fine.
we
with
talk
that.
about the new guidelines? I would talk about the new
So-
guidelines.
What are
so
the new
stupid.
guidelines? We can't.
If you're in a car with anyone but your family members, you have to wear a mask.
Okay.
Yeah, but how would they know?
They look in your car. It's pretty
No,
simple.
They
but how
would-
would they like? How would you like as a cop? Someone's driving by. How would you know by looking in the car?
Well, this is a part of the problem is that at
They will pull
night,
you over
Yeah, but like so they're
if you weren't
pulling-
wearing a mask.
They're pulling over everyone who doesn't have a mask in their car.
Well, no, they're not pulling over anyone. Period.
Yeah,
But
they're not
It's
pulling over
it's a
anyone.
law.
Okay, but they're supposed to pull over people that aren't a family. How?
I didn't make the law. I don't know.
I know, but how would you know that? Isn't that just like?
I don't know.
How
Maybe if it's really obvious somehow. Like if they're at a stoplight
If they're at a stoplight.
and you can in the cop is you can clearly see they're not wearing a mask. You can
yeah,
clearly
I mean,
see they're
with
not related.
Like some of our friends, just drives around like they're different races, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you.
one's black
the
and
cops-
one's
but
white.
they're
Isn't
still
that,
not gonna
like,
do
literally
anything.
racial profiling, kind of.
Well,
I
it's,
I guess,
anybody,
but
I guess
mean,
we
it
call
makes-
it that.
You can kind of. I
fucked
mean,
up.
it's the easiest way to tell.
Yeah,
But that's literally what they're doing.
but yeah, but like,
Yeah.
but they're also not doing that.
I mean,
'cause
they're
they
not,
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also not
That's a
doing
dumb-
that because
I don't get.
Also, you have to be home by
what's-
10.
What's with like the time thing? How does that
10.
work?
You have to be home
Yeah,
by
but
10.
what's the purpose of it?
no, you have to be.
Corona doesn't. It starts spreading after 10.
No shit.
That doesn't make any fucking sense though.
No,
That's
no,
not how it fucking works.
I know.
I don't.
It's weird.
I don't like at school at how like they're like, okay, we're trying to like minimize your distance to the virus and like, you know, wear your mask. You're only in school for a certain amount of period of time and all this shit. And like, yeah, that is unless you're retarded. If
Yeah.
you're retarded, then you're
Yeah.
they want you in your school 100% of the time. They're literally proposing to kids who are in sped classes to
They're proposing to them.
they're proposing to them. They're proposing to them that they stay in school 4 times a day, 4 times a week. So they would
Oh,
go
I
the
know. Yeah,
full
no, I'm
week,
not. No.
And then they would stay after longer with like another teacher or something.
I hope. You know what I hope happens? This is kind of terrible, but I hope one of them gets sick because they stayed all 4 days late. I hope that happens. So they're like, oh, we can't do this.
They don't care.
No,
They
they
don't care.
don't.
It's weird, but that
'Cause
they,
they
do
also
that.
know
But
they're
then
gonna
they're
be fine.
also like, okay, 9:30, and it's very strange to me about how like most of the mental stress is released by hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I don't even think of school when I'm with my friends. It's so
Exactly.
nice. It's so
you don't
relaxing.
think about
It's
jobs. You don't
specifically
think about
because of our age. most of us are, like, it's not that
We can relate
it's
to
not
each
that
other.
we love our friends over our parents. You know, it's because it's just at this age right now we're closer to them. We're more
Yeah.
open to
I'm
them. It's
way
because
closer
They're
to you
going through
guys.
the same shit. We're at the same time.
Yeah.
That's just natural. That doesn't mean, you know what I mean.
It's so
Yeah.
normal.
No,
So
for sure.
that really fucks with our mental health when we can't have that, because we are very dependent
Da-
on friendship.
Yeah.
At this age, like that's that
So bad.
constant.
I'm gonna be honest. During quarantine, I swear to God, I thought I was going insane. There'd be like 5 minutes where I was like, "Am I still? Am I crazy right now?" And then I'd be like, "Oh no,
No,
I'm fine."
yeah, dude, I definitely know
Yeah,
what you're
Yeah,
it
talking
was
about.
no,
it was
for sure.
weird. It was
There
weird.
was, I did not cope with that well at all.
Quarantine.
Yeah, no.
lived
But there's a
yeah.
thing is that there's no accountability. There's no adjustment in the school system. So what they're doing is that you could have 20 people in a house at once. So you
Okay.
could have a good amount of people over at your house. You could have 15 probably, plus some of your family members. And it was easily traceable too. Like
Yeah.
15 people, if someone got COVID or someone started feeling sick, it's no longer more than a group chat to get the word out to quarantine. What the bigger problem is what the governor is talking about, what most people are talking about is this 400 people parties, these 70 people's parties, which are,
400.
yeah,
A lot of people.
that's a lot of fucking
That'd be a
people.
cool
They're-
party. I'm going to that.
But
What's
they're happening over
Definitely going.
quarantine, which is part of the problem, is that there's just a shit ton of college kids getting to fucking together, and they're spreading this
Oh,
fucking
it's not
virus.
even. It's definitely mostly college kids.
100% it is. They keep saying that it's teenagers, 100% not.
A lot of the
Oh, yeah.
David Dobrik, all those celebrities, they're still doing parties, dude.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
They fill houses. Like our parties, they're not like, especially the ones we're having now, because kids are taking into account like the coronavirus.
They
But-
weren't.
They weren't in the
over-
summer, but they are now. Or at least the ones I've been to, and it's much more. Like there's so much like at those huge like college house parties, they all go to this tiny house, like literally like 100 people in like a 2-bedroom, 1-floor house.
They're all smoking weed. They're
They're all sharing drinks,
all sharing drinks. They're all
breathing on each other,
nicotine,
hooking up.
passing around the jewels.
Just fucking
It is everything.
doing the devil's work.
Of course.
Yeah, for him without pay.
Yeah.
Well, you
I'm
know,
gonna
part
stand
of the
for a
problem
second.
is the
These
devil's
devil
work is pretty
interns.
fun.
They're devil interns.
They're not. Because that's all a party is. It's just
But
a group of people
there's
coming
a,
together
I don't.
to make bad
The
decisions.
funny part.
Yeah.
That's
There
literally
wasn't
it.
a
Pretty
lot.
awesome.
It's fucking.
It was
crazy.
weird.
awesome. Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
It was weird when people would have parties,
Yeah.
like 70 people parties, and they would criticize Trump about how he handled COVID. It's a little strange. in my
I saw a
eyes.
bunch of people post about that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who hated on Trump and then proceeded to have like 30 people, 50 people parties. It was very odd.
Because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people just do stuff to reflect on their image, not because they actually care about
Literally,
Yeah.
that's a good percentage of the people in our that we know.
Posting things on your story. obviously I support that, but a lot of
I
people. are
hate
just,
being
I
the person
don't.
that's
I don't at all.
I
don't
feel like
support posting on your
so many
story
people
at
just
all.
do
I
it
don't.
just to seem like
No, yeah.
I'm
There are
I'm-
definitely
I'm
people
okay
that
with
like really
posting
believe it.
shit?
There are definitely people that really believe that like they're doing it, and like they really do. And I don't care what your opinion is. If you really believe and you know what you're talking about, like post in your story. But there are so many people. I hate to be the kid that says this, but like there are so many people that just do it to look like good.
Some of these posts are very like they're just
It's
like obvious
obvious.
The
messages.
repost,
yeah.
the reposting.
It's like, okay, what are you doing by posting this though?
Yeah.
Just by
I don't
proving
support
it.
Yeah.
reposting at all.
Like I didn't post anything, but I still I did my thing. Like I looked into stuff. I donated. I don't see why. I don't know. I feel like it's just so fake to me, and I don't like that. I
Especially
feel like
we're young.
what is it? Is it worse not posting anything or posting with like this fake?
Not posting it.
Not
it-
posting anything is definitely better than
Yeah.
posting something fake.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is
But
that with the reposting is ridiculous because you're literally not using your own words at all. You're not taking into consideration of things at all. You're just literally taking someone else's words
I
and
feel like that's what just a lot of political like arguments are, though. It's
of
just
course, is taking other people's
rehashing.
words.
Like I've
and-
heard so many of the same topics. I don't know. I feel like all of those arguments, there are people that are really into politics. It just all ends up in the same kind of format, similar way.
And it's very odd that no one wants to compromise. There's been no
Yeah.
big discussion of debates. There's a lot
I
of
haven't seen a
silencing.
legit debate.
I haven't either.
I haven't seen anybody. I've never seen a debate where at the end someone's like, you know what, you got a good point.
I've never seen. Yeah, no, people are too
It's like
stubborn.
they're just jumping into this knowing that they're
Knowing
not going to.
literally nothing in the entire world is going to change their mind,
What's the point
no
of
matter what.
arguing, then? You're just doing it for
I know,
nothing. You're
exactly.
not
Like,
actually
isn't your
discussing
point of like trying to change
someone.
your mind? Like you
Oh.
want your mind to be changed,
It's
or you want to
ridiculous,
change the
yeah.
other person's
Yeah.
mind. You want to figure out which person's wrong, and people like hold on to these ideas way too much,
Oh yeah.
and like they take them to their grave. It's not worth to take to your grave. You know, you got to be able to change your ideas a lot and be able to have an open-minded conversation. And there's been no good debate. There's been a lot of silencing of like, if people doesn't disagree with you, I just deplatform them. I don't care. And it's very toxic. It's not good for the human brain. And there's been no real discussion about these topics, like abortion, gun shootings, things like that, even COVID. Like, there's been no real debate and then also a solution. So it's like there's a debate and then there's like a plan of like what we're
And
going
then they
to
come
do.
together and figure out
Exactly.
the best way to do something. That
Right.
never happens.
And those people that do that don't have the power to do anything. And the people in power don't want to do those things because either they want to make
They
money.
they
or-
don't want to allow that. They want that separation.
They want that
People in
separation.
power.
They do. Yeah.
100%. It was the biggest thing about the big thing that's trending on social media now is the settle for Biden. Have you guys seen this?
No.
You seen this? There's a big thing about the reposting and all these feminist accounts of we didn't favor Biden. We didn't treat him or ignore the things that was problems with him. We just wanted to settle for someone that wasn't Trump. This was not said at all before Biden won. Like zero. No one said like, okay, well, this is bad. There was like a couple. There's like a couple, but majority were ignoring the Crime Bill Act. We're ignoring the Espionage Act. We're ignoring his health, his literal health deterioration. They were just completely ignoring all that to get and Hunter Biden, I think, right? Which one was the crack smoking one who left the computer
What?
at the?
Oh yeah, he's related to. This is
It's his son. It's his son who is like when during the debate.
His
My
dad.
biggest thing, my biggest thing, I guess.
His granddaughter.
My guess is the biggest. A hot take for me is during the debate when Biden said, "My son had a drug problem, like many other Americans do," and I went, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
What's bad about that?
Is that most Americans don't have their
Oh, most. He said most. Okay.
yeah.
He should've said it,
Most
like, a
drug
lot.
addicts in America don't have their dad as a vice president who can get them out of jail.
Also, most people aren't.
Most people don't have the money, the financial gains to get into rehab, to get the help that they need in America, and to get out of jail like Hunter Biden did or whatever his son did that was all on drugs. Jamie, I think you need to pull that up. Which son was the crack smoking one?
Hunter, yeah, it was Hunter.
It was Hunter?
I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
I have something to
Which
say.
one was that? And he says that that's most Americans. Like, no, motherfucker. Not a lot of Americans have the money to go to rehab and then also get out of jail. Most Americans are locked up in jail cells for having a drug problem.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
most
okay.
Americans.
I feel like it's easier to go into rehab when your life is like if you're the son of the vice president, that means like no matter what happens.
Oh, for
he's protected.
sure.
If your life is like in a fucked up spot,
For sure.
Like, if you have
Hard-
kids,
if you have
You
kids,
can't
if you're
do
just, like
that.
in a fuck, you can't pay bills and stuff.
No.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be hard.
You have to
be
work.
clean.
It's
Because
a work,
at
you
a
have to
point you're gonna be
supply.
like, my
Yeah.
life sucks, dude. I don't. It's harder.
yeah.
Like it's way easier to be clean if your life is just peachy nothing's going.
It's so.
You're the fucking
It is
son.
way more easier to get clean in
Also, you
America
don't
if
need
your
it-
father's the VP
Yeah.
and has been in government for
you don't need to
decades.
rely.
Where are all the drug problems? Like who? Like what? Like where?
Yeah. Oh,
It's always in the-
Biden was vice president for 8 years, and your son was a drug addict. What the fuck did you do for other drug addicts in America? You said fucking nothing. You didn't say shit. And now you want to be like, oh, well, my son, and we deeply care about this issue. You didn't do shit for 8 years when you were in VP.
True.
And
Also,
that-
I have one thing to say about the reposting thing. I think that not about like the election, but I think about when that George Floyd thing. I'm not saying like the people in our grade. I'm not saying it was like insanely good that they were, but I'm not saying it was bad. Like I think it was good, just because to get it out there that that's a real issue. And I think the celebrities, not the celebrities like taking sides, taking the obvious side, but them like real people, they're talking to real people. They're like, this is a real issue. Like people are acknowledging it. I think that's definitely a good thing. That they acknowledge that. And I know there's
I don't
can
think that
sniff-
most
it's
of
like-
them are
it's like,
talking
I
about
can
it, though.
sniff out the fakeness.
Yeah.
It's like-
I know, but
I
at
think
the
it's
end of
all-
the day, they're still doing it. So it's like
They're
if
doing
fake
it-
or not, at least the information's out there.
fake or not, the people
I
that
think
are
most of the
It's kind of
information-
like with Biden as president for me, because I don't think he's like this. I do think that he's like not the best, but it's like I feel like it's better than nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't want him specifically, but it's like it's.
I don't think he's gonna do. He's gonna do good.
I think it'll be alright.
I-
It will be.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. It'll be
Really?
fine.
I'm
I don't think
scared.
anyone would do bad. Anyone that's in the race,
I think because I just
none of them would do bad. Like that's so rare.
It's just I feel like he's so obviously like kind of
Like Trump was impeached. Nobody talks about that.
yeah. Oh shit. Fuck.
And they failed.
Yeah, he was like literally. I'm pretty sure impeached. He was impeached, but it has to go through like something else for him to actually get kicked out of the office.
Yeah, no, it had to go through. The
And like it
Supreme
was like an
Court.
all Republican thing. So there was no way he's getting like
You know,
kicked out. It's kind of like a broken
I'm not,
system.
I'm not like super political or whatever, but
I'm not either at all. I
it
just
was-
just
like after
talking.
Biden won, it was different. It was like when when I was driving home from like school or whatever, when I saw like Trump flags outside someone's yard or something, I felt a little good. I don't know. Like it was
I didn't
kinda-
really. Well, I don't really have.
Well,
that.
I mean,
I don't know. It was like it was kind of
I mean, like there's nobody. I don't really see that. But yeah, that's
it was
yeah.
like we not.
well,
that
I mean,
we
it was
won,
good.
but
It
like,
was good
the
to see
people
people
won.
happy.
Lost.
It was good to see people happy and people at
Yeah,
ease.
that's what I mean.
And
It was-
even though that
It was
I
good. It
Trump
was good.
won, everyone was like super
I
impressed.
I think
Yeah,
Kamala
that's
Listen,
Harris.
I haven't noticed like this happiness of like someone going like I'm not picking sides or whatever. I'm not saying like I'm just saying when Trump won,
It was nice to
when
see-
you log
yeah.
into Instagram, when you look at the news, everyone's crying, all that shit.
Yeah,
now
like-
it's like it's different.
And like Trump's not
So it
complaining and
It
stuff.
felt
yeah.
weird when I was
It's
driving
good.
home. I was like, all right, we like the most of the country,
Yeah.
like we're happy now.
Yeah.
We did it. We like beat the
Also-
evil. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
but it's like
It
that's-
seemed like that's what
but
happened.
that's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
it was a
feels
nice
like-
feeling.
I think part of the problem is that most of that is from the media, though.
Yeah, no,
Most of the
yeah.
media
I was about to
drives
say
that.
something about
Most of that is that most of that evilness comes from the media, and then
It's like watching like a movie, you know. The
Yeah.
media is painting this like this story thing.
and
it's
now
like,
that they won,
this
you know,
part
they
of the
wanna think
story,
that
we kind of
everything's
got-
okay.
yeah.
Which I think it's not okay. My biggest thing is Kamala Harris. The fact that
What was that?
I don't know anything about her, but I've heard bad things. I don't know if
she
anything.
locked- she kept information against people who were on death row to look better as a prosecutor. She's locking up several people for marijuana criminals in California, even though that she's running on a legalization or some sort of decriminalization of marijuana.
That's bad. But I think it's good that she's the first like female.
No, I really
Vice
don't
president.
think so. I really think.
I mean,
that we
no,
should-
I'm not saying
I
that.
really wanted to go for the Libertarian Party. Like when I see these,
Now, what are libertarians? What is a libertarian?
Libertarian is just a third party. So like the Republicans, the Democrats, they're like the next up and coming, but they stand no chance. The
What is someone that's
the
a libertarian
candidate-
that I would know?
I don't know. If
no
you know
one,
any
you
candidates.
wouldn't know anyone.
Okay.
The
What's Kanye?
Joe Jordan's was the candidate this year, who was a woman,
Wha-
and I thought
Joe Jordan's was a woman.
Joe Jordan's was a woman.
Very surprising.
Is she like? Is he transgendered?
No.
Oh. Wait.
It's just a name.
No, this is the
it's
name.
just her name is chosen.
Yeah.
He said-
No. Yeah, no.
Dude,
So
whatever.
it was
That guy's
she,
name.
she really, and I think that it would have been good for the
Joe.
country to elect a woman president.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for the country that our first female president is kind of just going to be pushed into office. You
Yeah.
know, she's
I
just
hope that
there.
doesn't
If
happen.
Kamala becomes
But-
president.
Well,
Well,
Kamala is going to become president. That's just the
Do you
only
think
thing.
I think it's good that she's the vice president. I think that's like a
But I think she's
milestone.
terrible.
I'm not saying she's gonna do good. I'm just saying it is good that happened.
I like seeing different people in office.
Yeah, me too.
don't
I like seeing that.
old white
I like
people
it
in
But
office.
changing.
Biden's so stereotypically politician.
Yeah,
he's so-
politician. That's the thing.
he's
about
so
Yeah, but that's
politician.
but that's
so
why I
obvious
like
that
seeing
everything he's
Kamala
saying is
Harris.
because the Democrats are telling him to say.
Exactly.
If Democrats wanted him to say some crazy shit and just like, oh, right now we're against, this. He would
I
be
thought you were
against-
gonna say a certain race.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't believe him when he's
Biden's-
talking. That's the thing. I
Biden's
feel like Trump is less
racist as
corrupt in
fuck.
that way. Everything that Trump is saying,
I
he's
mean,
crazy. But
you know,
it's like
you know what people.
It's like I don't like politicians.
Wait, so what do you like about Trump?
I
What do you think?
don't
No. I was
I-
gonna make a
I like
point. A
certain
point
things
about. So you like his like speeches,
like
right?
that
He's
Trump-
a
I
good.
like-
He's good at
I
giving
can tell you
speeches.
good things about
I feel
Trump.
like when he's
Oh no,
talk-
yeah, there are good things.
when
about
he's
Trump.
talking, I feel like he's talking. It's not. I don't feel like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like.
I was gonna make a
he's saying
connection to Hitler, but I can't get it anymore. As a
something
joke.
to Hitler.
Yeah, as a joke, because like they're good at giving
talker.
speeches.
I'm a very convincible person.
Yeah, I am too.
I don't know when you hear
I'm
Biden
just
talk.
not gonna say that. I almost just said something.
I'm not
problem-
saying I agree with him. I'm just saying he's better. I like the way that he it feels like it's cool to not have a
But
politician.
how do you say that if you don't vote for me, you're not black? How is that a stutter?
That
How
was
is
with
that a
Charlemagne.
stutter?
That was with Charlemagne. He said that on Charlemagne. Remember we were talking about Charlemagne earlier?
Yeah.
That was on
I
Charlemagne's
don't think
show.
that was. I thought that was on the middle of a.
Wasn't it- I thought it was with Charlemagne.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like in the
No,
middle
it was
of a
like in-
press thing with a. He was in a
He's-
presidential speaking. I thought.
He's spitting facts though, bro. Just kidding.
How do you think the next 4 years are gonna pan out? Do you think he's gonna do a good job?
I
I'm
think the
hoping.
I think it's gonna
the
be
gas
fine.
price is gonna go up,
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I don't
not gonna
mind.
be able to drive.
Yeah,
anymore.
I do mind. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, gas sucks.
Just gotta buy a Tesla.
Hopefully, he raises the minimum wage.
That would be pretty nice.
Would be nice.
Oh, the minimum wage will go up.
Maybe.
I mean,
But
that would only
could-
be nice for the next like year.
Yeah, that would.
Hopefully.
That might fuck up
Hopefully.
the economy more. So we'll see.
Hopefully that would only be nice for us for like a year. I don't want to be minimum wage for like the next 4 years. That would suck.
Yeah.
I forgot to put on deodorant the other day.
I've been there.
I forgot to
bet
put
it
on
sucks.
deodorant the other day. And I realized it's not a better fucking time to be a smelly person right now.
Yeah, man, you gotta keep the social distance.
You gotta keep the social
Oh, yes,
distancing.
That-
I've
we should
been
be
thinking
You got the
promoting bad
masks
smell.
100%.
on.
Keep people away from you, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's not a better time to be a smelly
I was thinking about
person.
that.
This is the best time.
The
for
other
you.
day, I forgot to wear deodorant in school,
Yeah.
but I was only wearing a sweatshirt, no shirt under. Dude, it was pouring.
Oh my god.
It was
And then-
terrible.
Dude,
But the
it's-
worst part about sweating in school or whatever,
It gets worse when you think about it.
because you're thinking about it, and then you start freaking out, and it makes you nervous, and then
I'm gonna
you're
start sweating right
more.
now.
Dude,
I'm getting nervous.
I
Oh my God.
it's like the thing. It's like if you think about breathing, you can't breathe. Like,
Why'd you say that? Why would you say that? I hate you forever
I'm
now.
sorry.
I hate
sorry.
you. I'm gonna be manual breathing for the next 20 minutes. You guys gotta take this.
He's figuring out breathing again. What were we just talking about?
I don't know. Trying to breathe right now. Don't really
Yeah,
care at the
yeah,
moment.
Fuck you, Dominic.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna ruin
Um,
everything.
What else you got?
How
What
long
else
has
you
this
got? We
been?
got anything
What
else?
have we? This has been. Oh my god, we hit an hour.
Of course we did.
Woo! Let's go.
That's pretty cool. How do you feel so far? How do you think this
I'm getting a
turned
little
out?
antsy.
Um,
My ADHD is a little acting up. But
How do you think
That's good.
The episode's-
That's good.
that's
honestly.
good a little bit. Maybe it'll make the conversation a little more.
I'm more
fantastic.
comfortable now in this stage of the podcast. Right now.
Oh, for sure. Than we
Yeah,
first started.
I feel
I
like
think
it's
it's because we haven't done this in so long.
yeah.
we haven't.
But dude, I'm telling you, once we get because we're gonna this is different. We're gonna
Yeah,
try
no.
to do this more every week. By the time
Yeah.
by the time we're
This is
like,
this is
deep into
real.
it,
This
it's
isn't
gonna
just
get
a
better.
fun activity. This is like, oh, this is
Yeah,
cool.
but
Like,
I'm
we
just
should
saying it's
actually.
gonna get
pursue-
better with time. We're gonna get more
Oh yeah.
used to it. We're gonna
Oh
get
yeah,
better.
for sure.
I'm very excited.
Also,
to see
realistically,
how
we're
this pans out.
probably not gonna record next week.
Well, we're recording
we
next
can.
week.
Okay, dope. No.
Well, we
We're
can.
down. We're doing
We'll
it
do it.
every week, bro.
We're gonna try to do every week. We should record some. We'll do it, dude.
We're not gonna beat ourselves up too much if we can't.
We'll try our best.
But I really do want to.
It's gonna.
I
I'm
do
just
want
saying
to.
it's gonna be different than how it used to be. I mean, this is already different. Look at the fucking shit we're using right now. This is like
Awesome.
nice.
It's
This
literally
is a-
so cool.
I don't know. It's just gonna keep getting.
It's so cool. I love this. The purple light really brought it all together.
Yeah,
It
I,
is.
know, I like
It
the
is.
setup. We just gotta figure out like a better camera angle. We could get multiple.
Some better. We'll figure that out
Yeah,
later. As we
we
go.
should
We'll
buy
get
like
better
multiple
This-
cameras.
this is-
I like what we're talking about this while we're on the podcast.
For
Like what to
sure.
better.
Whatever.
Hey, comment.
What is better?
Anyway,
Yeah, comment like anything that we should improve.
I was gonna say that, but that would sound too corny.
I don't know. Just give us feedback. We
Don't
really
comment about things we shouldn't use.
Yeah.
They'll get the point.
Oh my god, what time is it? It's 11. Okay, so what else should we talk about?
What else should we talk about? Okay,
School? How's
we already talked. We already
School.
touched on it.
Everyone's failing, right?
Yeah,
Everyone.
Collectively,
is somewhat
everyone's grading.
failing this
I
year.
really hope. That's so not true though.
Look, if you're a college and you look at 2020 or 2021 as
I mean, they have already. Some colleges.
so
what's
annoying.
the SAT test?
bullshit.
SAT. Yeah.
It's not necessary or something like that.
Are you serious?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
heard
some-
that it's
yeah,
like some
Oh,
colleges
that's
that the
so
SSS
weird.
because of this, like the seniors right now that are going, it's not necessary to go to college. You can just go without that.
Oh wait, I guess that's good.
That is
Yeah.
Because I would,
Yeah.
unless
But I mean,
unless
if
I have
they
a
look-
super good SAT score and it doesn't.
Yeah, but I mean, if they
I'm
look
not
at
going to,
ours,
so-
Yeah.
which they usually look at junior year. Which, by the way, how fucked are we? That we got junior
Oh, yeah.
year
Oh,
during
yeah.
a pandemic.
Yeah, I wish it was senior
Like
year.
literally caught up in
I wish
the
it was.
worst
I
fucking
wish we were in
tornado
middle
ever.
school. If we were in middle school, that'd be the best time.
Whoa,
Middle school.
I haven't thought about
Middle
that.
Middle school. I've thought about that. Middle
Holy
school
shit.
would be so awesome right now.
You know, yeah, because
Does nothing matter.
you would
'cause
just
we need
play
this
video games
gone
all
by
day
next
long.
year for our plans to work. This is fucking
No,
up our
no, no.
plans.
We need this
If
gone
we
for
were
us.
in middle school,
Yeah,
That's what
no.
I'm saying.
Imagine
If
if it's
we
not
were in
gone.
middle
We
school,
won't
nothing
have
matters.
the experience
much
that
time-
everyone before us has lived, has had.
Yeah,
We-
no.
Yeah.
There's a lack of communication with adults and kids that is just they don't know what the fuck.
Oh,
they're
adults
doing.
have no idea. They are. They
it's
don't
very
know.
strange.
Stupid.
It's not even their
It's
fault. They
like,
just don't know.
do their brains? I feel it's like weird because they've been our age, but all of a sudden they're an adult.
It's weird to think about
It's
that.
like how can you? Do you just like? Did you forget how it was?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I
well,
think
I
about.
think part of it is
Then
that
why
they
would you
don't.
use that?
They didn't grow up with social media. They didn't grow
Yeah,
up
we're the
with,
first generation
with
too,
a harder
or
school
whatever.
system. They did not like.
Yeah,
like
their school's
some,
easier.
Their school was so.
I'm not saying I
fucking
would have
easier.
straight A's if I was living back then, but it definitely was easier.
It definitely was 100%
You
fucking
think so?
easier.
School?
I know.
Well,
I know.
mean, their statistics show that colleges look at your SAT scores more than they did back then.
It's
and
harder to get into college now than it was back then.
100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
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 It's
And-
way more expensive.
And
Obviously.
then they didn't look at your just what is it, the state testing. They didn't look at that as much.
MCAT,
Yeah, the
SAT,
the
MCAS, whatever.
SATs, MCAS, the
hate
standard
taking
testing. They didn't look at that the standard tests as much as they do now because so many people are doing it more.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a real problem with like looking down on somebody if they don't go to college. Like who gives a fuck?
It's very different in this country specifically.
Yeah.
This country is a very like.
I really
I don't
hate how frowned upon not going to colleges. Like if I
It's
say
terrible.
that, I will like people will be like, "Oh, you're a failure."
For example, if someone wanted to get into like, what's an industry that doesn't rely on college? Like
Like I don't know.
I don't know, music, whatever.
Yeah, I guess you want to pursue.
Okay, your
pursue
child
like
is
that.
100% into music. That's like his
and they're
biggest
good
thing.
at it.
But a
talented.
parent here is more willing to give them money to go to college for something that they don't
Give
know
them
if they like,
$100,000.
than help them support in something that they're 100% sure that that's what they want. Like what?
That's
like,
stupid.
I feel
I-
like you should put your money. I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want 100% of something, that's like more likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird too because you're literally just spending money on another child more than you would at the other because they're choosing something that you want to do with no guilt.
I'm
at
not.
all.
My
It's
one. My
very
goal.
weird.
Yeah. My one goal is just to not have any huge like regrets. Like I don't like 30 years
My
down the
goal
line.
was-
Now, right now,
My
do you
goal
have
was
any
to get
regrets?
through high
Not any
school.
huge regrets.
Do you
No.
have regrets, Chris?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I have like
But
small regrets. but not,
my big thing. Well, no, not really, because
yeah.
I think that until you're 18, you don't really have control of your life or where you're at.
And
in
there's
your
not
life.
enough big decisions that you have to make.
You have to make.
A lot-
That's
yeah,
one
a
of the
lot of
things
the
that
stuff-
really scares me, though, is when you're fucking 20 and you're like, if you get fucked up, if you're like 20, right, and then you turn 30,
Oh yeah.
where you're at 30, if you hate your life, it's not
What are
your
you gonna
parents'
do?
fault. It's not your parents'
on
fault.
That's your fault.
That's
your
your
fault.
fault,
That is
man.
100% on you.
It's 100% on you. If you hate where you're at when you're 30, bro, I mean, you
I don't
You gotta
unless
figure it out.
unless I mean, you were living in a military dictatorship. It's
Yeah.
a little different, but I mean, still, you live in America, you're 30 and you hate where you're at.
Yeah.
That's
And the thing is, you could like
I
you
feel
could
like
fix
once
that
you're
pretty
in
fast.
your 30s, because like all
sure.
of
Once
this
you're in your
right
30s, you
now
gotta
is
chill.
us trying to get to the spot, like trying to figure out what we're doing, all this stuff. By 30, you should have it figured out, and that's scary. What if you're at 30 and you don't yet?
Yeah, no,
That's-
that's a little weird. That's scary.
That's like that. That's a weird pressure.
You know what I was thinking about
I
too?
have to pee.
Go pee.
I have to go pee.
Okay.
So I was thinking about this. What? Just our happiness is compared to our parents is so different.
yeah.
Especially like for an example, like my dad will come home, he'll sit on the couch, watch sports, whatever,
Yeah.
watch like a TV show with like my mom,
Yeah.
go to bed. That is a good day for him. That is such a good day.
Yeah.
That would be so boring for me. That would not satisfy anything for me. Like I would have to like hang out with my friend for a day to go really well for me. I'd have to I'd go to the gym, hang out with my friends, go to sleep. Like
Do something.
it's so
productive.
different.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
And like they work, like my dad works so much. It's like it's literally like
The thing is, I wish
He
we
doesn't
could
hate it
s-
as
I
much
wish
as
we
I
could
would
see our
now.
parents our age to see
yeah.
like
What do they like?
were they like who were
they
they?
cool?
Were they? Because we always think as our
Like,
when we think of
What
my
if they were like us?
what I'm saying is,
Am I gonna be like that?
but like when we were in high school, like who are they in high school? Were they us? Like when I see my dad,
Mm-hmm.
I think for some reason I imagine him as like just like an older version of me because like he's my dad. But what if he was like that other kid?
Yeah.
Like, that kid.
What if he's like, yeah, I don't know what like what if that's how we're gonna? I don't want to end up like that. That's lame.
I don't know, man.
That sucks.
Look, I think as long as you're doing something that you love, no
Yeah,
matter where.
that's all that matters.
That's all that.
That
matters
is
to
awesome.
me.
I think it. As long as I have a source of happiness coming from the thing I think my like profession, like what if I'm like, whatever I'm doing, like whatever my job is, my hobby. If I get happiness from that, or when I come home to like my loving wife and kids, I want to have one of those.
Yeah, man.
One of those. The key to happiness is just having one. That's all you need.
I've noticed with Corona.
Simply,
when
it's the
cor-
simplest way
I
to
just
put it.
it's weird that what makes us happy changes as we get older.
Yeah,
like-
it's so weird.
Like as a kid, what mattered to you was so different. You know what I loved about Corona?
Yeah.
It brought back a younger version of me. Just pulling all nighters every night, just eating whatever I want. I was playing
So
video
awesome.
games. Like GTA was like my lifestyle. But that's how I used to live. It was crazy. It brought us. It was like the final hurrah, and then after that, like now we're adults.
yeah.
It was weird. It was like having a
Yeah.
glimpse into the past. That's what Corona.
You know what we were
was.
talking
Yeah.
about? Remember we were talking about?
Yeah, no, it did feel like once we got back to school that, hey man,
It felt like a time machine.
there's
dude.
no fuckery now. You're an adult. You're an adult now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that we weren't able to participate in the election was really fuckery for me because like it felt like you were an adult. Like you were left on your own for 6 months.
That I
to
really
do
did like
for
it.
whatever you did, for whatever. I hated the first month, but the last month, my depression cleared up. I got a lot more happy. We got a lot more energetic. I
Yeah.
looked better.
How did Corona affect you positively and negatively?
Negatively, it definitely. I mean, my tolerance went up. That's for sure. Especially the beginning of quarantine, it was not pretty time. But as the chrono later went on, it showed me that like what life was gonna be like as an adult.
I definitely matured from it. Yeah.
And for that,
I matured a lot. Yeah.
for that, I mean, you're just on your own. I got a job,
Yep.
so I was able to
I
work
got a job, I moved.
daily.
I got closer with my mom. Right now I feel
Yeah,
It's-
you moved this year. How was that?
it's been very different, but everything I've noticed has been very positive. It's just a maturing thing.
That's
It's very.
Yeah.
I feel very
I-
mature.
Did
Yeah, that's
Camila have
awesome.
any friends? Your sister? Did she have
Does
any?
she have friends? Oh, Camille has tons of friends.
But
I
she,
don't
did
have
she have any friends?
I don't have any. I haven't talked to anybody. It's bad.
Did she have any?
It's hard.
I remember when you were on
Except my
FaceTime.
gym teacher. Me and my gym teacher are tight.
You gotta
He's
stop
dope.
saying
I
that.
love
You
guy.
gotta just leave that part out.
Why?
No friends is
Dude,
better than
no.
no
It's
gym.
not like that, you guys, dude. He's dope. He's cool.
Yeah.
God, he's gonna molest you.
Your
Just
best-
warning you now.
bro.
I'm putting my bets on it. What's his name? Yep, he's gonna molest you. Anyway,
I can't.
I remember when
say
the-
But
his
did
name.
Camila have any friends back at her old school?
She didn't go to school. She did preschool.
Okay,
Not
did
really.
she-
All
That's
her
school.
friends are like my mom's friends'
Yeah,
kids.
this motherfucker over here.
he didn't go.
Right.
She didn't go to
She
school.
didn't
Went
go
to
to school. She went to
preschool.
preschool.
But it was like a day. It
Okay.
wasn't. It was some. I don't know.
All right, motherfucker.
Okay, so
Camila's
quarantine
fine.
for me, my physical body definitely.
Oh yeah, dude. I
Hit
gained 20
the
pounds
curb.
over quarantine.
Yeah, I did too. Something like that.
It was terrible.
But just like I just matured in the weirdest. Like it was so. We were actually writing about this in like English class. It's just so. I'm literally matured because usually when I live my life without even noticing, people affect me and I change. Like I have these little micro changes in the things
Yeah.
I do in my life. Like it's
Right.
just how I live.
yeah.
And then when there's literally nobody around you to affect that, even like what the music you listen to, what you dress, what you do, what you literally just do, like when you do certain movements, you don't have any
it's like-
outer. It's just you.
It's like
And with the algorithm,
transcendentalism?
did you guys watch The Social Dilemma?
I
No.
did not. I heard about it,
It
but
was really good.
I think it made us figure out what's important in life. It's like when you
It
go.
did-
It's
it
like
did,
when
yeah.
you go out into the woods.
That's-
I
It's
don't
like when
think
someone
so.
goes out into the woods to live a primal. It's like what we wore didn't matter. It was like
Yeah.
everything.
Like,
that
that's not that
mattered
crazy
to
to
me.
me.
Got clear. What mattered to me was my family. Was my future. Because of Corona, I always tried to not think about my future. I started
yep.
thinking about my
Me too.
future
Right.
because I started thinking about what mattered. Like you're focusing on the stupid.
And
shit. My
yeah.
mom got way closer.
Yeah.
My family dynamic has changed a lot.
My family started going to family therapy because of it over Corona, and
Yeah.
it's actually worked not too bad, which we get along better now.
That's good.
But
I think it brought a lot of families.
yeah, I think that. But
Didn't happen with my
also, I think you're looking at also just the bright side. There was a lot of people who just drank and smoke and pick up bad habits this quarantine.
I don't know for sure.
There were a lot of people like that. I know 3 personal people who overdosed over quarantine. And you can ask them how quarantine treated them. I'm sure they wouldn't tell you it's too good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that happened in quarantine for a lot of people. A lot of people did figure shit out, but a lot of people are a lot messed up, a lot worse than they were before quarantine started.
No, yeah.
And I think that we gotta take that into account too.
That's very true.
And the school system, of course, isn't. They don't give a fuck about your mental health. There was
You're back.
yeah, you're
Come on.
back, motherfucker. There was a teacher the other day who took a mental scan as a homework. She did a little assignment.
Who? I think actually no, you can't
Mental
say.
skill-
I
What's
can't
that?
say. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say.
What?
I don't know if I can say subject. That's too obvious.
No one's gonna.
Yeah, I'm not going to say subject. Anyway,
Nah, bro, just do it.
she shut the fuck up. Anyway,
Give her a address.
she was a girl. There you go.
Oh, she's gonna know, dude. She's gonna know.
She assigned a mental assignment.
It's an English teacher type thing to the sign.
It was
I'm doing my detective skills.
Shut the
I'm
fuck
figuring out
up.
who it is.
She assigned a mental scan over, and
Chemistry.
the next day when everyone did it, she was like, "Oh, there are a lot of stressed out kids in here, aren't there? Are we doing okay?"
I know exactly who it is because of how you said that.
And
yeah.
that was the end of the fucking conversation. Nothing was talked about again. There was no
Yeah.
response. There was no
We're fine.
there's no I'm fine. There was no like, oh no, it's all good. I was just like really stressed out.
I was just that
yesterday.
one out.
It was everyone said that they were stressed out to her personally. She asked if they were okay. No one said anything, and
obviously no one's gonna say anything.
right. And then
Nobody's
we moved
gonna
on-
raise
moved on
their
to the
hand.
next subject. So
Yeah, nobody's gonna raise their hand and be like, "Yeah, I'm actually dealing with some
real
personal
fucked
issues."
up right now.
Yeah, like nobody's gonna say that. Also, nobody's gonna email a teacher.
No one's genuine in
Has
school.
anyone?
No one's fucking genuine in school
I
because
don't email teachers ever.
no. Well, here's dude. The
Bad, honestly.
genuineness in school is just off.
There's none.
There's none.
There's none.
You can't be genuine in school.
You can't.
There's
sucks.
They don't allow us.
they don't allow you to.
No.
Do
If
think
you
it's
turn on that
changed?
part of your brain that allows you to be genuine, that allows you to have a complex conversation, that allows you to have all these
that
things.
school dynamic would be very different because when you go into school, you're putting on this fake persona of like I'm this good. You know,
I'm
like,
this good
I
kid
think
who
they-
doesn't
I
swear,
think that's kinda
who
good.
doesn't like say anything.
To an extent, I think it's good, but also bad because like they're like
I
setting you
think
up
it's
for like
terrible.
for like
we're just raising questions.
they're like setting you up for
I
like
don't know the answers.
for like the real world. They're like, yeah, you can't mess around in the real world. You can't always have an opinion in the real world. You can't. This is your job. You might have a job where you just got to go, stay strict to it. You can't follow the directions exactly. But that's
Yeah,
not
I
how all
guess.
jobs are. That's not how everything is.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So I mean, it sucks. But it's
They're-
like, yeah, they're trying to be so like
That
straightforward
part of
with
you
everything.
that allows you to be genuine
Yeah,
is
being genuine
off,
is really important
is
as a life
off,
skill.
Is off in school because if you turn that part on, you're gonna raise questions. You're gonna ask questions about why am I doing this? What does this have to do with my life goals? What is this worth? Why am I trying so hard at this?
Yeah,
What is this whole system about? Like, and when that thing is on, you can't learn anything. The way they're teaching it doesn't work. The way they're teaching it isn't genuine. Of telling you facts,
they're
memorizing
just forcing it down your
it,
throat.
and then also just writing it out on a piece of paper like it was bullshit, and then you forget about it the next day.
Learn something, it's because I care about it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're forcing us to care about things that we don't care about, so we're not actually learning. We're just doing
And
it
they
to get
they
by.
clearly don't give a shit either.
Yeah.
Some of their
There are some
teachers
teachers that you can tell, but
don't give a fuck.
yeah, and it's not even like it's not when teachers don't care. You can tell. It's when they do care because that's so rare. That's when you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it changes the whole. It changes everything.
Yeah.
A good teacher changes.
The
Yeah.
the classrooms I goof around most in are the classrooms I learn the most in.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking fact.
Classrooms what?
That I goof around the most in, I learn the most in.
Yeah, because I feel loose. I feel like
loose.
I feel like I'm
And
hanging
then
out with my
go,
friends.
I
And the
learned the
teacher
most-
goes, learn this shit, and I go, you
Yeah.
just let me goof off
No,
for
dude,
10 minutes.
I
let me
I
learn
learned the
this
most
shit.
from a teacher that's more like a personal relationship. Like it's like I respect them, I admire them, but like I feel like I could talk to them. I could do a podcast. Like they're
Right.
It's not just an adult. It's like a
Yep,
friend.
I have that with one of my teachers right now.
Those are my favorite teachers. When I
Right.
see a teacher that they treat me not like just
Like kid.
like it's like they
treat me
don't
like a human.
No, but like just like
purpose.
as like someone that like I'm doing this as a job. They treat me as like a human.
Yeah.
I like that they treat me like a person and like a
They don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. J did that.
Yeah. I'm one of my
Mr.
current English
Shervish
teacher.
did not. That's
Thought we weren't name dropping.
Yeah, I
dude,
thought we weren't.
fucking, I'm not even going to that school anymore. Who cares?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't give a shit.
It's true.
My best teacher I ever had was an English teacher, and one of the worst teachers I ever had was an English teacher.
Yeah. My favorite teacher right now.
So it's about who's fucking teaching me.
Yeah.
It's about how
100%.
it's all about
I think
that dynamic.
Honestly, if there's a teacher listening right now, take some notes.
Take
Okay.
notes, dude.
Take notes.
My favorite teacher right now is an
Treat
English
your,
teacher.
treat your students like legit people.
Yeah,
And
don't treat them like they're just like the same. They're just like a template that you have to stuff things into. Like every person is different, and you have to teach them it. But
Again,
don't always.
A lot of shit
Yeah.
happened over this quarantine. Again, 3 of my friends
Yeah.
personally overdosed. One of my best friends had one of their friends shoot themselves in the face the other week.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, yeah, that's insane.
very sad.
I was robbed over quarantine. Like a lot of fucking shit happened. over
Yeah.
this quarantine.
And that's
And
just,
you gotta take that into fucking
and,
accountability.
and
with
that's just
school.
us in the spot that we're in. in this country.
Yeah.
Imagine
Who
people.
knows?
There is people that are like.
There are people who have gone way
way
Yeah,
worse.
starving.
Way worse.
There are people-
starving.
We're
people,
two.
Yeah, like
we're
one of-
two,
one of-
3, 5 out of 10,
So
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm very thankful that
There are people's whole family has died.
I'm very thankful that I've gotten through Corona in this way, and that I've gotten a lot of positive. And
Yeah.
it's very
yeah.
sad.
A
A
lot
lot
of
of
people
people,
just
a lot of people
struggling
lost
now.
a lot. A lot of people struggled, and
Mm.
that's fucked up. It's
Yeah.
fucked up.
And these teachers are just not taking into that accountability. They're just not. They're just not talking about it. They don't want to talk about it. My biggest thing is school shootings. What's going to happen with school shootings? There was 56 school shootings, I believe, this year, and 8 months is in quarantine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's 50 school shootings, and over half of the year,
Yeah.
the school was closed down.
That means
What
that
the
Two
fuck?
thirds.
Four-
2/3 of the year
What the
in
fuck?
4
Yeah,
fucking months.
What the fuck?
Which is 4 months, right?
Of school.
4 months of the year was the school.
The year's
shooting.
not even.
How long until you
We've-
care? How
of
long until
school-
you do something about your mental health at your school? How long until you say something
That
about
didn't
it?
matter.
Are you gonna say until your school gets shut up? Is that how long it's gotta be? It's a long fucking time, and it's probably gonna happen at some point. It has to, right? If we keep going in the direction we're going in,
Technically.
50 school shootings a year, when half of the school is when for half of the year the school is literally locked down.
Think about it like that.
It's
then,
not. I mean, there's
Think-
it's coming to your school at one point.
I mean,
right?
if you think about the progression, technically the place it's going, this isn't gonna happen. Technically, every school in the entire world would get shot up.
No, I know. I'm pretty
Technically.
I'm pretty sure it's just rising in the United States. I know it's rising in the United States at a rate that isn't in other countries with
Why
school
is
shootings.
that? What are
Because
those
the
factors?
mental health in the United States is fucking
People
terrible.
be shooting. You know.
People do be shooting.
Well, people do be shooting, but the
We're
mental health
cutting
in
that out.
America is
Shouldn't
terrible.
We're cutting that out.
No, that's
This is a
in.
really dark. This has been a pretty dark
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Good.
We've been talking
Porn.
about- you know what? I'm okay with
Biden.
that. Though.
I'm
It
okay.
isn't- It's not always.
We're not saying controversial things, really.
No, I'm just saying.
Nah, I don't know, not really.
This
Maybe.
went in a very.
Someone might
Really?
find
This
this.
this went in a very serious
Karen.
direction. I thought it was gonna
Karen
be more
might
silly.
find this.
If anyone got offended by any of this, then you're soft because it's not really that controversial.
No, dude, we're just
We're just friends talking. If you can't
conversing.
can't
just
appreciate that,
shit-talking.
And we're
get
not
out.
always right.
Shit-talking.
Not everything that I'm saying.
We're
is
17, bro.
Shit talking is so fun.
We're 17. We're 17-year-old chicks
Yeah, it's
talking.
true.
What the fuck do you
Jamie's
expect?
right. The world itself is
Right.
controversial.
Jamie, you
If you can't deal with that, you shouldn't kill yourself. That's kind of where I was going with that. But
we're all fucked up, dude. Every human.
But you
flawed.
should
We're all
definitely
fucked up.
consider it.
Dude, it's like
maybe,
why-
but then don't. But consider, like for a second.
For a second.
But that's the thing about this generation, dude. We're painting this picture of everyone has to be perfect, but there's no such thing as a perfect person.
No.
With the canceling stuff, dude, we're all fucked up people trying to figure
Yeah.
this out. We're
It's
all
kind of
learning
fun
from
to
our
be a
mistakes.
bad person, though.
And it's like,
So fun.
and
Why do you
then
think
they're-
Eminem's so
The
popular?
canceling shit,
Yeah.
dude. The canceling. That's-
Canceling's so bad, but it's so funny.
It's
It's
terrible,
funny,
man.
but
It's
it's
literally
so bad.
Nobody's
Thing
fucking
of this
perfect.
society.
I hate, yeah, canceling's annoying, especially when someone tries to cancel a comedian. Besides that one guy that was like a weird, like pedophile or
Louis
something.
CK?
That's okay. What? No.
Who is D'Elia?
Oh wait. Yeah,
Louis
Chris
CK
D'Elia.
was the one. No,
Wait, what did?
obvi-
His
Alright,
wasn't as
obviously,
bad.
Like,
Louis C.K.
obviously, the Me Too
What did he
movement, all
do?
that
What
shit,
did he
there was
do?
dubs.
What
you
did
know?
Louis C.K. do again?
Louis C.K.
I forget.
Jerked off.
Masturbated in front of girls.
Yeah, that's
that-
pretty bad.
But they consented to it.
Oh, well, like
Yeah, but isn't look? It's
He
it's
asked-
gross, but it's like, look, I'm saying if one of us were to do that, what would happen?
I
Like,
make fun
like
of you.
really
It
weird.
would just
I
be
wouldn't-
really
yeah, I
weird. People,
wouldn't,
like
like-
we would.
Like, if Dom,
there would
but
need to be a lot of
because
circumstances.
he's a celebrity, why is it that his consequence is bigger than someone that would be in?
I mean, like,
our-
what were the circumstances? I feel like I would need
Dude,
you
he's
to
fucked
know.
up, but he lost his entire career.
Yeah, he
because of
shouldn't have.
that.
He bounced
well,
back,
I
though,
actually just
didn't
don't
he?
know enough. I
Not
literally just
really.
don't know enough.
Not really. Have you seen him in anything? He's there, but like,
He's
they have
dead.
to look for him,
He's
dude.
canceled.
Yeah.
I don't.
He peaked at
I
Parks
don't
and
know.
Rec.
We're like no one's. We're all learning.
Yeah. Did you
can't
see?
bring
Did you
up
see
some old
that
ass
girl?
We're all learning.
That girl
he
that was
masturbated.
shamed on Howard Stern. A girl
Howard
went
Stern
on
is
Howard
rich.
Stern and talked about it, about how I think it was one of his friends who he jerked off in front of. And she was on Howard Stern.
Louis C.K.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was saying, like, I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh God.
She was saying, like, how she thought it was funny about how she thought, like, when he asked to jerk off in front of her, that she thought it was hilarious.
That's so
And
weird.
sometimes
That is so weird.
That's so weird to
sometimes
do.
she said no, and that he respectfully understood and didn't do it.
Wait, so he asked more than once to do that?
Yeah, it was like a lot of times.
I thought you were about to say hundreds.
How does someone propose that question?
Yeah,
How do you
you
do
just
that?
I don't
asked.
know.
That's
Yeah,
so
just a
weird.
lot of balls.
That'd be so
Yo,
funny
can I
if I
just
started
jerk off
jerking
in
off
front
like
of you?
that.
Yeah,
real
you know, it'd be
quick?
crazy,
Yo,
dude.
it'd
If
be
we just
so
no.
I've watched porn in front of Google
I'm-
Meets, but holy shit, this is a new
It's
level.
12:11.
How long have we been doing this? For?
We've been recording for an hour and 30 minutes.
That's a good place.
Do you want to wrap up soon?
Yeah,
How do you feel about the episode?
I feel
It's-
good.
it's awesome.
It's been
I feel
okay.
good.
I think it's gonna get better. Every episode's gonna be improvements.
Yeah,
But-
for sure.
Yes.
We're gonna get
I'm
better.
just saying for anyone listening, and if you listen to this whole thing, thank you. It's rough.
Matt next.
Matt,
No,
eventually,
Matt,
not
no,
next,
we're doing
but-
an episode alone again. Us three next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Look, man,
I want to get. This was so much fun. I kind of want to do it again in a couple days.
I'm so
You
down.
want to do it tomorrow? Just have a backup episode.
Nah, I say we give it a couple days. We
I'm
we
not
just
gonna
talk
be
so
here. I'm
much.
going
Yeah, we
home.
just talk
I
so
live in
much.
Plymouth, dude. I'm not gonna be here in a couple days.
Huh?
I'm out of here tomorrow.
What if I picked you up?
I don't give a shit. For yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we have a half day.
There we go.
We have a
Gotta
half
drive me
day
back
Thursday, right?
Do we have Friday off?
Thur-
Is
no,
that
we have
Thanksgiving?
A half day Thursday. I can come pick
Damn.
Dom up for sure.
We'll figure something out, dude. But this is really dope. I like how this equipment is super portable. We're gonna have multiple places.
So
to record
sick.
At. Look,
This is gonna be one of the main spots, though.
Oh,
So-
for sure.
absolutely, this specific spot. We just need to get a better camera.
Cameras.
Better
Yeah.
cameras.
It'll-
But that's something. It's a podcast, so that's not the main thing.
Look,
Whatever.
dude,
We'll
it
figure
took-
it out later,
Look, I'm just
whenever.
saying, it took 10 years for Joe Rogan to get to the spot he's at. I'm just saying it wasn't good from the beginning.
And it's only going to take us one episode.
I'm just saying,
True.
like, for anyone
Facts.
who's listening, thank you for sticking to
Yeah.
us. It's rough around the edges, but like, we're here.
You're cool.
We're committed to this. It's gonna get better. We're gonna keep doing this. We're passionate about this.
Stay
It's
so
like-
you can.
This is so much
Just
fun.
Keep
Yeah. I've
been
watching.
thinking
We're
about this
going
so
places.
much.
You're going to be able to say you're a day one fan if you listen. So
Yeah, dude.
that's going to be sick.
We're
Nice
fucking.
job.
We're dropping merch.
1 billion subscribers.
Dude,
This
this
is
is
not
this is already
ending
such
anytime
an
soon.
improvement.
Merch
from
is
when we-
coming.
Yeah.
Just
Dude.
saying.
I'm very glad that we did this today, guys.
just doing that
This
for fun.
is really dope.
This is so
Thank
much
So
fun.
cool. I'm excited.
I'm glad.
This is
And
the
it's gonna
start.
feel
of-
better
this
when
is the
we
start of,
upload
like,
it online tonight. Right now, so
Well, we have to edit some parts.
We do have to edit.
we had that
Jamie.
one part out where Jamie had a little.
Jamie had a
misfit.
slip up.
Yo,
Jamie
can
had
we
a
just,
little
He messed
fucking
everything up.
slip up over
What are we
here.
watching? What are we?
Don't blame it on me, this kid too. You trying to play?
Nah, fuck this.
All right, well now we're
Also,
having
there
to
was
watch
a
the
point
this
where-
All right, let's cut it now before we start
Fuck
talking.
Jamie.
Okay, thank you for listening.
We love you.
Yeah, stay tuned. A lot of things
Absolutely.
coming in the
You
near
guys are
future.
awesome.
You guys
Love
are
you.
awesome. Love you. Thank you for listening. Yeah. Bye.